Hello, my name is Julian Assange, and Hillary Clinton needs to go the fuck to jail. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, WikiLeaks has hacked the fuck out of Hillary's email server and everything's coming out. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Julian Assange is an American patriot who has been leaking information to the American people about our government for the last few years. He actually just left our country a few years ago and took refuge in another country because our government was trying to lock him up for exposing their secrets. A preparatory document was found in Hillary's leaked emails regarding marijuana, and it has been shared with us. And this is what we found. One of the emails reads, "While you should avoid saying marijuana accounts for a significant portion of the US correctional population, or a significant portion of those behind bars for drug offenses, it is correct that there are hundreds of thousands of arrests for marijuana crimes, and that there are thousands of people serving some time for marijuana crimes, many of whom would likely be better off in their communities." The document goes on to say that, like Obama, Hillary will be taking a hands-off approach when it comes to marijuana, meaning basically letting states do as they choose. And it goes on to say verbatim, "Like the Obama administration's current approach to the criminal enforcement of federal marijuana laws, you would not intervene in states that are reforming their own marijuana laws as long as those states adhere to certain federal priorities. These priorities include not selling to minors, preventing interstate transportation of marijuana, and keeping organized crime out of the industry." So does that mean that we're going to keep the fucking government out of the industry? Because it doesn't look like that so far. Organized crime, any fucking way. And apparently last year during a meeting with Black Lives Matter, Hillary said, "From my perspective, we do need to look hard at decriminalizing behavior that is not harmful, that is not leading to violence. We need to figure out how best to do that." And then she basically goes on and tries to take a cop-out and kind of place the blame elsewhere by saying, "I'm not exactly sure how you would implement it and how, because remember, most of the laws you're talking about are state and local laws." Clinton continued, "I mean, the federal government can encourage, can make suggestions, can provide incentives, but most criminal law, most policing, all of the problems that we've been discussing are really controlled at the local and state level. So you have to have a buy-in by others, not just the federal government." While Hillary is somewhat right about that situation, what the federal government does sets the lead for the states. The federal government leads, the states follow. So to decriminalize or to legalize on a federal level, you may still have certain states that don't allow marijuana. For example, there are dry counties across this country. A lot of people might not be familiar with it, but there are certain counties that are called dry counties where you can't purchase alcohol, even today. There are also certain cities and localities in Colorado that do not allow dispensaries. So it's basically a cop-out to say we're not going to change anything on the federal level because it's up to the states anyway. That's bullshit. The states are going to do what they're going to do anyway, as we've seen in Washington and Colorado and DC and things like that. However, keeping it illegal on the federal level is basically keeping them with an option in their back pocket. It allows them to still say it's illegal, to still, whenever the fuck they decide again, start raiding dispensaries, and to start locking people up again whenever the fuck they decide again. So no, Hillary, you're full of shit. It needs to start at the federal level and dwindle its way down. Now I'm gonna go take a dab because this political bullshit is more than I can fucking handle. We out. And if you do, then I will take a sentence. When blood clot, you know where we come from. Let me smoke my problems away.